Hi guys, this is Social Fire, and today I am showcasing Super Saiyan 2 Cabba. So this is a free-to-play unit that was actually requested recently during one of my streams. So I wanted to max him out and see how well he would do. So at 100%, his HP is 11,411, his attack is 10,656, and his defense is 7,661. He is level 120, and his leader skill is Tech Type Key +2, and HP attack and defense is +30%. His super attack Stay and Grit causes supreme damage to the enemy, and his passive skill or role to play is actually quite interesting here. So it's attack plus 80% when performing a super attack, plus he has a chance to perform a critical hit plus 7% per Universe Survival Saga category ally on your team, and that is up to 49%. His link skills include Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, the Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and Shattering the Limit. And he falls under multiple categories which include Universe Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, and Universe 6. And then his 12 key multiplier is 140%. So again, Cabba is a free-to-play unit. You can actually pick him up now from the Universe 6 Saga story event going on in Global currently. The grind did feel a bit long, considering I had to grind multiple medals for each dupe to max him out, so sometimes one would drop, sometimes two would drop, usually just one. So it did take a while, but there is a guaranteed drop rate for each medal, so it really isn't that bad overall. A bit tedious, but definitely worth it. The most unique thing about Cabba, again, is his passive. So that 80% attack boost when performing a super attack, plus the additional 7% crit increase for every Universe Survival Saga category ally, is pretty substantial. So again, a very nice boost there. The crit passive actually reminds me of LR Trunks in a way. And for the team setup that I ran him here on, I ran him on a Universe Survival Saga team. So I was very, very excited to pick up Jiren from the hit banner recently. I was extremely happy to have that category lead finally. And I actually got a dupe from the Step Up banner. And I also picked up Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta finally from the Step Up banner as well. So I included him here too because they do share links. Now I also included Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, my Kefla unit, and then the free-to-play Kale unit because they also link up well with them too. And then Topo, who has a great supportive passive. So overall, I often did link him up with Kale, but I did kind of let units float around a bit and link him up differently with certain units here because he really did well overall with anybody on the team. As far as team setups, again, Universe Survival Saga is probably going to be his best bet because his passive can really benefit the most from this. He's definitely not going to have any key issues, and he's a great floater for this team. Outside of that, he really doesn't have the best links. I mean, he does have Super Saiyan and Saiyan Pride, which are nice, but it may be harder for him to fit in on different teams depending on who you link him up with. Potentially he could do well in Category 6, a Super Tech team, or even a Pure Saiyans team, depending. As far as people to link him up with, you have a few different options here as far as your best fits. If you are still kind of building your Universe Survival Saga team, you could technically link him with his pre-awakened Super Saiyan form, Super Saiyan Cabba, before the awakening. And they are going to be the best linking options for each other because they share the most links and activate Super Saiyan and Saiyan Pride. But it's unlikely you would bring them along if you do have better options. Now, Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla is a great partner for Cabba. They share Tournament of Power, Warriors of Universe 6, Shattering the Limit, and Golden Warrior, so no key issues there. Plus, Cabba and Caulifla both activate Super Saiyan for each other, so he can boost her pretty well as well. They're going to kind of have a beneficial boost there. Now, Super Saiyan 2 Kale is a great free-to-play option to link with Cabba. You can actually pick her up from the Universe Survival Saga Tournament of Power storyline that is still available on Global as well. They, again, share several links, and they both activate Super Saiyan. Plus, her passive is a great supportive passive. It provides allies with +2 key and a boost of 30% to attack and defense. So, Kale could potentially really boost his super attack. Now, Kefla, also a great linking buddy here. Super Saiyan 2 Kefla share several links with Cabba, and they also both activate Super Saiyan for each other. Also, a big benefit here is that Kefla, Kale, and Caulifla can also link well together. So you could run them all potentially on the same team with Cabba and could provide several options for rotations. They're all going to link well. It really doesn't matter there. So a great setup, really. So we'll take a look here at this rotation. He's linked with Caulifla and Topo. Again, Topo has a great plus 30% to his passive, I believe. So he hit for just a little over 1 million there with his critical kicking in. So it's pretty nice. Really, the damage did vary with Cabba. So he is more of a support unit. I wouldn't expect insane numbers out of him. The lowest I probably saw was 180,000. The highest being 1.4 million. So his crit chance definitely helps, especially since all of these characters are from the category that boosts his passive. But it really does vary depending on the boss and the event that you're on. So some of these numbers like 282,000 or 700,000 are probably going to be a bit more realistic for him. And I do like his super attack animation here. It's kind of clean, straight to point, doesn't take too long. But I like it overall. I was actually happy to see that he had gotten an awakening. It's great to see that a lot of these units, especially free-to-play units, are getting awakenings and kind of getting that boost. Alright, so, and as you can see, he doesn't have the best defense there. He is going to get hit decently hard, so that is something else to consider when you're linking in with people. And then there with the critical, he did hit 439,000. Now, as far as hidden potential, I went with level 15 additional and level 11 criticals. He already has an amazing crit boost from his passive, since I'm probably ever only going to run him on a Universe Survival Saga team. And the crit from hidden potential does not stack. That is something else to keep in mind there. So I did put more focus on additionals, and then I did put the rest into criticals. You could potentially invest points into dodge though as well, because as we did see, he doesn't have the best defense, so he's going to hit decently hard. So he could benefit from dodge. It really depends on your preference there. You could invest the remaining points into either, but I would put most into additional attacks. Now, since Cabba is a free-to-play unit, also keep in mind his SA is completely farmable. So it is a big plus here that you don't have to use Kais, and really the dupes didn't take that long to farm up at all. That was probably the fastest part of the whole process. The medals took a while, but the dupes dropped pretty quickly for me, and that really didn't take any time. So I was happy about that part. So it was easy to get his SA maxed out. Mainly the biggest part, again, was just getting him awakened. Alright, so we'll take a look coming up here. Alright, so here he's with Kale and my Super Saiyan Blue Flesh and Vegeta. I'm still excited about. Alright, now keep in mind too, if you do pair him up with Kale, she also gets pretty hard as well. The free-to-play does not take damage as well, so also keep that in mind when using them in rotation together. Alright, so here without critical, 388,000. So this kind of gives you an idea of the range you're going to get from him and how he's going to boost other people that he's with as well. I mean, really overall, this is a great free-to-play unit with that built-in critical. He may not have the best stats or defense, but I do like this unit. I do like Cabba. He's a great support unit for the Universe Survival Saga or Universe 6 team, really. And possibly he could even be a sub-leader for Battlefield if you don't have other options. Definitely something you can use him for there. I know I'm personally still building up my Battlefield teams. So again, 1.4 million, we're getting a good range here, and we're gonna take a look at this Dokkan here. So fittingly, he's actually up against Vegeta right now. I don't know if many of you have followed the animes or the mangas for that storyline. Probably most of you have. Alright, so with the Dokkan here, let's see what he does. Okay, so 1.1 without criticals, not bad. So again, he does get decent damage, especially depending on the right setup. You're probably going to be pretty happy with him if you do take the time to farm him up. And let me know in the comments, guys, if you did take the time to farm up Cabba and invest orbs in him, what your thoughts were exactly, and if he has been beneficial for your Universe Survival Saga team, or really other teams in general, guys. So if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on the unit overall, and I will see you guys next time.